Howdy y'all, my name is Price. I'm coming at you with some more Stardew Valley. Let's check the TV. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Okay. And, alright, not a lucky day. Good to know. Queen of sauce. Pancakes! Yeah! Now we can make pancakes. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to upgrade our home soon. But first, we gotta deal with... Oh! What a bountiful day! What a bountiful, bountiful day. Awesome. But first, let me go check. All right, you're still building away, Robin, so we're not going to have any chickens today. Let's pick up all this. Oh, my goodness. I may want to buy a couple of seeds, huh? It's the 14th. We've got... What do we have? Because it goes until the 28th, right? I don't know if we have enough days to... what do you call it? I don't know if we have enough days to... Did that go away? That's weird. I don't know if we have enough days to plant any more melons, but, oh, blueberries! And this is how you make money in the summer. So now we have all these things of blueberries, and soon they should all be growing things. So the last couple of days, we're going to make a ton of money really fast, and that's going to be great. Let's grab all these hops. Oh, you guys, this is awesome. We need to plant some new stuff. This one did too! Look at that! I guess that was, it was like that yesterday though, right? Because I didn't fill it in last night. So that makes sense, that makes sense. Okay, anyway, let's get all of our stuff together first things first, and holy butts, we got a lot of it. Man, that's awesome. I gotta save a blueberry for a Junimo bundle. That might be it of what we have so far. A couple of common mushrooms, cool. All right, y'all, we are in business. And all of these sweet peas, did we get any regulars? 9 regular sweet peas, we're holding on to those. I mean, these sweet peas, specifically those 9, are gonna be for gifts because A, they're great gifts for Maru, B, they're good gifts for almost everybody. So, yeah, look at that. We have 12. Awesome. Let's sell you. We're holding on to the golden melon. We'll hold on to 1 blueberry. Let me check the... I always do that. I always press that one because it's in the same spot. Summer crops. Blueberry and melon. Oh, we can complete it. We can complete it. Cool. We'll complete it. Great. Great, 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 great. Let us... I want to sell these to Pierre because I want to actually get the seeds for it, or not the seeds, the money for it today, so I can buy seeds. Why did I come back in here? I meant to go and grab you. Let's grab our 1 melon. Let's grab our 1 blueberry, and let's start watering. And then we'll head up and we will go to the Junimo thing first. Then we'll sell to Pierre, so that way I don't accidentally sell the stuff I need. Hey kid, my throat's about as dry as a desert bone. I'm real thirsty for a pale ale. You got one? Regular old beer won't do. I need pale ale. Well, I'll accept the quest. It's going to be a long time before we can complete that one because we don't have barrels yet. And barrels are how you get, how you grow or how you make alcohol. So we got to wait on that one. All right, just water the things that we can, and then it'll almost be time for us to go and... go to town. We're waiting for, what, 9:30 is when he opens, I think, something like that. So, while we're waiting, let's chat a little bit. How's it going, y'all? Hope y'all are having a good day. I am 1 day away from starting teaching again. It starts tomorrow, so the day you're watching this, actually, like the moment this goes online, I will be in class teaching. So that's crazy. So if you're part of the notification squad, as I know some of y'all are, you will be watching this, and you can imagine I am currently in front of a group of 100 students teaching them about human development. Much like I often teach you guys about human development, actually. But yeah, so that's what's new in my world, which means, you know, that's going to have some effects for the channel. Basically, I'm going to have to cut back a little bit on the amount of videos I do. If you watch, because it's coming out in a couple of hours, actually. If you watch today's Terra, you'll see something at the beginning of that video that actually explains a little bit of what will be happening that is completely unrelated, but ends up kind of making a decision for us. Basically, I had some technical difficulties with this last batch of Terra, and so as a result, I won't be able to release the next, 6 episodes of Terra on my channel. So, but... Cagley and Anasia and Code will all be releasing them on their channel, so you'll still be able to check it out, no problem. It just won't be on my channel. Okay, let's finish watering you, and let's go up. No. this way. We'll go this way. We'll go Junimo, and then we will go buy seeds, and then we'll come back here. We're still, I guess we're going to probably get chickens tomorrow, but this is a good time for me to ask y'all, leave me suggestions down below for names for chickens. We already had a couple suggestions, which I think it's great. Awesome. Thank you for leaving those there. I'd like to leave everybody the opportunity to leave their suggestions, and then we will make some decisions there. But yeah, do leave me those suggestions down below, animal names, because that's certainly something that we're going to be doing going forward. Y'all are going to be naming our pets. Oh, almost missed you. Come here. Boop. A book. Cool. I found a lost book. All right, let's go up this way. We've got plenty of, well, I don't have the best stuff on me for gifts, but I can get rid of a sweet pea or two that's more valuable. If I need to, it's fine. Because like I said, I would like to one day have our friendship with everybody built up super high. Summer crops up in here, maybe? Let's check it out. Summer crops. All right, so blueberry and melon. Bundle complete. What do we get? Oh, cool, a sprinkler, a free sprinkler. That's actually awesome. It's it's a normal sprinkler. It's like the one that we can already make, and I can actually make like 3 more now that we have all that gold. Now that I think about it, maybe I should start planning around that. Hey, another sweet pea. Cool. All right. So let's go sell off all of our stuff. We're gonna make so much money. This is gonna be great. Oh, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have to do some thinking. Maybe I'll finally be able to go and upgrade my one of my items. All right, let's golden spice berry, golden sweet pea. Yeah, sell the mushrooms, sell the hops. I'm fine with that. Blueberries. Yeah, we'll sell all these. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that money. All right, grapes, sweet peas, grapes, and spice berries. Yep, all of them. 7,500. That's so good. Let's look at these. You could buy these from him? Did I sell him those, or are those? Huh. Interesting. All right, apple sapling takes 28 days, bears fruit in the fall, so we could start growing that if we wanted to. Pomegranate bears fruit in the fall. Peach bears fruit in the summer. Orange, summer. What's this one? Spring, summer, spring. Okay. I gotta think on trees because, like, while I want trees, I definitely want a nice orchard of all the different types of fruits. I have to think about which one I want to do because we're already 14 days into this season, so by the time that one fully grows, it wouldn't even be ready. So I kind of think maybe I should just buy some spring trees at the end of fall. Oh, but they won't grow over the winter, will they? Maybe I buy spring trees at the beginning of fall, plant them in fall so that they're fully grown by the end of fall, and then they'll be ready by next spring. It's a long-term investment, but it's not a bad one. Okay, let's think of some things that we should grow. So, melons take 12 days to mature, so they will be able to grow. I could just plant a ton of melons. I'd get like $2,500 worth of melons, and then save $5,000. No, because we want to save money for chickens as well. Let's do... Melons are just, they're worth so much, though. Let's do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just making sure I don't go over the $5,000. All right, we'll do about that much. One more for 30. It's a good number. Okay, so let's plant these guys, and a lot of the space should have fertilizer still kicking it there from before, so that'll be good for us. Okay, y'all, man. Lots of stuff happening. Man, when we get those big haul days, it is just so nice. So nice. I wonder if we'll level up our farming overnight, because that was a ton. Like, that was so many things. Because a lot of those were really small, just we had so many. All right, let's do a little bit of this. Yeah, okay. So far, so good. Let's use this guy. And do we have enough sap? Can I make 1 fertilizer? That'd be perfect. Oh, we got some fertilizer. Cool. So what I'll do is I will put 1 fertilizer down. And then we will actually drop our sprinkler in between here. Which now I know, we've talked about this a couple times, that the optimal configuration for melons is going to be in a 3x3, right? So like a this type situation. But That's okay. That's okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to actually do another row here. So I'm going to need to make a little bit more fertilizer if I can. But this way, I can water it from the top, right? And then we've got this 3x3. We've got this 3x3. These ones, since they're off on different time frames, I don't think that they'll line up properly. And then I can water it from the top, and it's still a row of 5. So I think that'll work really well. So let's... do I have any left? Any sap? Little bit. We're still going to need to chop down a couple trees. So let's go chop some trees. And while we do that, we can talk a little bit. So, some questions that y'all had, psych related. Good stuff. Good stuff. Y'all know I love talking about that stuff. One of y'all asked me to just go over kind of the basic outline of what human development really covers, because that's my specialty, and so it would kind of give you guys an idea of what I have the most knowledge on. And then, there was another one, and I wrote it down somewhere, and now I'm blanking on it off the top of my head. It was, essentially, it was asking about how our senses have changed. The way that the question was worded, it was saying, like, how have our senses changed since we were fish, right? So it's talking about evolution. And so, I would word the question differently, but I think it's just asking how have our senses kind of evolved? Specifically, like, starting from fish and then on from there, which I think that's a cool topic that we can discuss kind of. There's a lot of things you can go into surrounding that topic. So maybe we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But yeah, for right now, let's discuss just that general topic of things relating to evolution real fast. And then I guess let's put this last one here. Why not? Because we're going to be watering that anyways. I should have done it there, actually. Oh, well. To start with, it's probably important to talk about like what the senses are. What senses does a fish have? What senses would a proto fish have? The fish that we all evolved, or that all land species evolved from in the genetic history. It's hard to say things like that, like, oh, we evolved from fish, because it's like, well, we evolved from a thing back around when fish of that time were around, but it wouldn't be like any kind of modern fish. It would be an ancient type of fish. So, anyway. But what kind of senses did that fish have? All right, we're looking. All right, everything's good here. We got a little bit of time left in the day. I'm going to just chop some trees. Actually, we're almost out of energy anyways. So fish have many of the same senses that we do. I'm trying to think if they even... I think they probably have, let's see, taste, touch, hearing, sight, smell. Yeah, they probably have all of them. I don't, I'm not a, what is the term for someone who studies fish in particular? Well, either way, I'm no zoologist, so I don't know the specifics about really any animals in depth. I guess a marine biologist would be who would study that. But the principles still remain that it's likely that the first sense to ever have evolved for any creatures was some kind of chemical sense. We don't know for certain, but it likely was essentially either taste or smell. Let's go to sleep for the day. Hello! New crafting recipe for a loom. Ooh. Watering camp efficiency, hoe proficiency, and we can make quality retaining soil. And also there was a weird like bum noise, which means like we did something good, right? Or did that just mean level up? Oh, maybe it was the, it's probably the barn being, or the coop being finished. Yes, it was. Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's gather some stuff up. Let's keep talking evolution. So, it's likely that the first sense that ever evolved was the sense of either smell or taste, depending on how you define that. I think smell is probably the most accurate. But essentially, it's something to sense chemicals, right? Because the earliest life forms, and us too, all of our food is based off of chemicals, and most of the things that are dangerous to us are also chemically based. So, as a result, it makes sense for us to need to be able to detect senses and to detect chemicals and discern the differences between chemicals, and in order to survive. So, that was likely the first sense that developed. Now, how have senses developed over time from that? Well, you can imagine that there are a number of scenarios where the other senses are necessary and important and helpful, right? So sight, for example. We know we have a lot of evidence that there are these really, tiny little flatworms. What is this guy? What did I plant there? That's different. Huh. Interesting. That doesn't look like a melon to me. Maybe it's just at a different stage in its life cycle. So sight, for example. We've seen in these very rudimentary flatworms, so very simple organisms. They're still multicellular organisms like we are, but very simple organisms. And they have vision, right? They can see. And what they see is essentially they just barely detect light. Is there light? Is there not light? Okay, go away from the light or go towards the light depending on some variable, right? In this case, there's light above me, and then all of a sudden things get dark really fast. It's probably a shadow, so run away, right? That's enough information, so that's a really useful sense to have. And then from that sense, you slowly evolve across multiple generations of species. You slowly evolve more complex eyes, or not even an eye. It starts with just photosensitive receptor cells. An eye is an organ that's very specified, and you slowly develop an eye, right? So every sense started that way. It started with the basic sense doing a very simple version of what it complexly does today. So with the sense of touch, likely started, I would assume, as pain sensation. Pain is likely the first sensation, right? Because it's a void threat. Probably something having to do with temperature. Probably like heat-related pain and cold-related pain, because simple-celled organisms are going to have to deal with that constantly and avoid those types of situations. Again, the full history of these things is not something that we have a complete understanding of, because essentially the earliest organisms are things that did not fossilize well. So it's really hard to go back and look at what their structures are like. We have found some fossils of these things where they happen to die in just like the perfect place with the perfect type of scenario so that they actually were able to fossilize. But we have to draw our conclusions based on a lot of theory. Anyway, you can imagine every sense evolving in that fashion. So then how did our senses change over time? Well, that's a more complex question, and I will get to that in a moment. But first, let's look at what we got. We got some corn. I think, is corn in one of the quality bundles? I think it is. Let's check this. I think it's in the quality fall crops bundle, or it's the quality crops bundle, and it's for fall. Yeah, so corn. So if we can get the melons, and we can get the corn, then we can finish this. So I've got 2 golden corn, and corn is going to continue to grow through the rest of the season. So we might be able to get this one done by the end as well. And we got 1 golden melon. We're really hoping. We've planted a ton of melons, so we're really hoping we get a couple more, right? Okay. And then I think, and then let's look at if they're part of the fall crops bundle as well, because they might be fall crops. They are. All right, so then let's also save 5 regular corn. So we got 4 regular corn there. We'll grow some more, and it'll continue to grow through the, through the fall as well. Those stalks will stay up. So we'll continue to get some more there. Corn is a really good thing that, if you start it early on in the summer season, you can get a lot of miles out of it. All right. We need to go in here, we need to sell our stuff, and then we need to go see Marnie. Hello! My pet guinea pig, David, just hates this hot weather. He's fussy. Do we have anything for you? Do you think she... Oh, she probably likes hot pepper jelly, right? Everybody likes artisan goods, right? Hey, how'd you know I was hungry? This looks delicious. Great! Awesome. Perfect. Hello, Marnie. Is your shop not open? I love animals, Mr. Price. If you treat yours well, I'm sure we'll be good friends. Maybe she opens at noon or something. All right, let's sell you, 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 and sell you. Hey, new achievement, cowpoke. We've earned a total of 50K. That's crazy. All right, so we have a couple of spots where we could plant some more stuff. You know what? Maybe I'll just get a bunch of wheat. It's cheap. It is a part of a bundle that we haven't completed. So let's just make 20 of those. Not that expensive. We can fill out some of our extra slots. And yeah, cool. Cool. All right, let's head over to Marnie's shop and see when it opens, because I really do want to see, or I want to get a chicken or 2. We'll probably end up just buying 1 or 2. You know, it's funny. I could buy... Hey, come back here, Jody. I need to talk to everybody whenever I see them. Hello. I found some wild fruits this morning. Cool. Because I could just buy 1, right? And then when it lays an egg, I can grow that, and then that'll give you 2. And then when those 2 lay eggs, I can grow 2 more. So you don't have to buy them all, but I would... Oh, are you looking for Aunt Marnie? When does the shop open? Tell me. Look! There's the purple shorts. Gotta be friends with Marnie to get in there, though. When does the shop open? Does it have a sign out front? I thought it was at like noon or something, but maybe it's only on certain days or what? I don't know. I'll give her a couple minutes. Let's look around here, and then we'll come back up this way. Spiceberry. So, evolution. Right. So, to talk about how our senses evolved, you know, it's when you talk about discussions of evolution, you have to be careful to make sure that you discuss the point that individuals do not evolve, populations evolve, right? So it's a species-wide thing. So I don't evolve, you don't evolve. We all have the same genetics our entire life. There are epigenetic factors that may influence them slightly, but in general, that's the case. Someone said that I should change up my hat, so I'm going to do that as well. Good old cap, a floppy old topper with a creased bill. Looks like it's been through a lot. Lucky bow. The middle is made of solid gold. Oh, if I could wear it as a bow tie, I totally would, but I know that it's a hair bow, which is just too bad because I would totally wear that as a bow tie. Butterfly bow. This one is very soft. Achievement, a new friend. Swester. The shape helps to keep sailors dry. Let's get the good old cap. Good old cap for a good old Proots. Let's put that on there. Cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, new hat. And so we'll try and get some more hats as they become available there. We have a little bit extra money. I figured why not. Individuals don't evolve. Populations evolve. So what we mean by that is that there's variation within a population, and whatever variation within that population at the time is the most beneficial, the thing that's going to help you survive the most, that's the stuff that is going to get carried on between generations when mating occurs. So, that all said, our senses, human senses, adapted to a life either, because now there's a new theory of where humans primarily evolved, but it adapted to either a life on the plains, so essentially the savannas of Africa, or the coastlines of Africa. And it's likely that it was some kind of combination of the two, right? We have one of our biggest strengths as a species, especially because we walk on 2 legs, is our endurance. We're able to walk long distances, travel long distances. We don't weigh a lot compared to our body size. Like we're a pretty small animal when it comes down to it. We move in large groups. And so as a result, we're highly adaptive to being nomadic. We can really like move around large areas. You know, kind of think about any other herd animal. We're not a herd animal, we're a social animal, but if you think about like bison or any other animal that's like gathers in large groups and they migrate, we're kind of like that. That's what people kind of adapted to. Oh, the shop's still not open. When does it open? Marnie, when does your shop open? Tell me. Because I didn't get to get a chicken today, and I'm kind of frustrated with that. Here, have a gift. Thank you, this looks nice. Now tell me, when does it open? When does it open? Ah, man, all right. I'm going to have to go first thing in the morning next day. So I guess we're not getting chickens today, but that's okay. We will do that next time. All right, let's head back to the farm. Let's plant these extra seeds. Let's water some things. I might have to eat some energy because I just realized I used up a ton of my energy, but that's fine. We can then just chop down more trees or cut some more grass or whatever we want. By the way, let's go look at our new coop just so y'all can see what it looks like on the inside. And we take some hay from here, and we can just pop that down. We're just going to go ahead and put it down. We're getting prepped. We're getting prepped for when our little babby chicks show up here. And what the other thing I'll probably do is I'm going to make some more of the preserving bins, and then we'll put those all along the side so that we can turn those in for turn them into mayonnaise, all the eggs that we make. All right, let's fill this all up with some wheat. Okay. Do I have any more fertilizer? You know what? I don't even care that much about fertilizer for wheat. It's not going to be that much more valuable. Okay, so we got 8. So now we have 7 left. So then let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna need to eat something for energy. Gotta waste an autumn's bounty. It's fine. It's fine. We'll go look around for some more forageables because it'll give us plus forage. Now we have 2 seeds left. I will plant 1 here. So we can hit that with a 5er. And then I guess 1 here. Okay, so now watering time. Do that. And do this. And let's do this. Okay, so what did I say? Populations evolve, not individuals. We adapted to life on the plains. And then the other thing that's a big factor in human sensory evolution is the fact that we have highly precise digits. All right, that is probably our greatest strength. Now that I think about it, I said our endurance is one of our greatest strengths. Our biggest strength is our brain, and a big factor into what led to our brain being so powerful is our digits. We have very fine motor control of our hands, which allows us to manipulate tools. We're also smart enough to use tools. So that's what our senses kind of adapted around, because that's our strength. That's what your senses tend to play to, right? They tend to play to what is your species really good at, so you can get even better at it, and then they play to what is your species not so good at, so you can improve, and what can help you to avoid danger. So what does that say about our senses? Well, we have fairly good eyesight, not the best eyesight, but good enough eyesight, and we have good color vision compared to a lot of other animals. We have good depth of vision, like we're able to see a lot of colors. A lot of other species may have better vision in terms of distance, but they may be colorblind, right? They may have better vision at night because they hunt at night. We don't. And so there are lots of different eyes that adapt to different types of environments. Okay, so what did I just do? I'm just looking for forageables. That's right. Let's look around the town then. Hello, Demetrius. Hey, Maru. Do I have anything? Oh, she probably likes gold bars. I don't want to waste a gold bar, though, do I? Would you think she'll like these golden grapes? Come on, they're golden quality. You gotta love these, please. Thanks. Cool. She liked them. All right, look at our friendship. It's so good, and our friendship with Abigail is so good too. All right. So our eyes adapted to really be good, have really fine vision within a nice range from us, right? We can see really well around us and really, really well at a distance near us so that we can really manipulate things well, right? That's how we're able to manipulate tools so well. We can see them pretty well when they're close to us. Our sense of touch is very fine because, again, we manipulate tools. That's our strength. And so we are able to really sense a lot. One of the areas with our most sensory receptors is our pointer finger, our index finger. So if you take your pointer finger, and what's really, really interesting is it's jam-packed with little sensory receptors in the tip of your finger. But because there's so many receptors there for pressure, for like sense of touch in terms of like the way things feel rather than the like temperature or things like that. Our index finger is actually really poor at temperature sensation. So actually, if you want to test if something is hot, it's actually best to hold the back of your hand over it rather than the front of your hand, because the front of your hand has so many pressure sensors that it doesn't do well at detecting temperature because that space is all taken up by the pressure sensors. So there's always a cost benefit to our senses as well. You can only fit so many sensory receptors into a tiny, tiny space. And we have a ton of brain space dedicated to what our pointer fingers feel, what our hands feel, and what our mouth feels, right? Because that's where we eat, right? It's important for us to be able to know what we're eating well. Not strong enough for that yet. Okay. So that's those senses. What else? Sense of smell. We have an okay sense of smell, not a great sense of smell. We also have an okay sense of taste, not a great sense of taste. Now, our sense of taste is better than many animals because we're omnivores, and so we have a variety of foods that we eat instead of one specific type of food. So it's really important for us to be able to distinguish what could potentially poison us and what could be potentially good for us. So bitter foods, whenever you have a bitter taste, like if you drink black coffee and you've never really had coffee before, that's essentially your brain saying, this thing is really bad for you. It's probably going to kill you. Now, that sense is not always right, but many of the things that are super dangerous for us will taste that way. And so as a result, our brain kind of overemphasizes that. So that's why our sense of taste developed the way it did. Our sense of smell developed to mostly to identify smells that we would likely come into contact with and to help us identify food and things like that in a near area. But we don't have a very good sense of smell. We essentially opted out of that sense for, we make up for that with our vision and our sense of touch. And our sense of hearing is also all right. But for example, your dog has better hearing and has better sense of smell than you do, hands down. But you've got better vision than your dog. And so there's these pluses and minuses to all of the different things that we have. And so, yeah, our senses just adapted to fit the setting in which we evolved to live in. Okay, well, I could probably talk a lot more about that, and maybe we will in a future episode. Maybe I'll look into some more things having to do with evolution and whatnot that I might bring up. Hopefully that gave you like a little refresher or a little understanding on how our senses developed over time. And next time I'll probably talk about, like I said, those general topics of human development so that y'all can have an understanding of that. When did we get this thing? Chipped amphora. I don't remember picking that up. Must have been one of the times when I dug up some little worms. All right, let's go to sleep for the night. Any level ups? No. All right, well, that's fine. So with all that, thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. My name has been Price, and I will see y'all next time.